Yeah, they got a good ball club. They did a good job. We couldn't get a stop on them a couple of times. I told the guys that I thought we prepared well this week. I thought we came out, we jumped up 7-0. We had a couple of things go against us. Our guys kept fighting. Halftime, they knew we were still in it. Made a run in the third quarter. We got within 10. Couldn't get the momentum back. I thought the time of possession was big. They held the ball. We couldn't get it from the yardage was all over the place on both sides. They made a couple more plays than us.
Coach, obviously in a game like this where you know you're going against a good offense, how costly was it, those turnovers? I know y'all had 2 interceptions and it looked like y'all...
Yeah, but we got to be able to overcome that. It doesn't matter. We work on that all the time. It's a sudden change situation. You got to go get a stop. You got to make them earn it every play. That's fine. Whether short field, long field, it doesn't matter. So, I mean, we can't look at that. We just got to go out and we got to get a couple of turnovers on our own.
And y'all came out in the second half. Y'all had some momentum. You had the interception return.
Yeah, the guys kept clawing, they kept scratching, they kept punching. They knew that. We knew it was going to be a 4-quarter game. We talked about it again. Let's not look at the scoreboard. Let's just keep going, and we did. And we got close with the ending, and I thought the special teams play was big. The return for a touchdown took a lot of wind back out of our sails that I thought we had gained.
Coach, this is a good opportunity to see this team early. This early in the year. Let's talk about going forward from the next matchup, the Rebowe Classic.
Well, I think it's a little too early to be talking about that, really. We got a big game. I told the guys this. We got to come back to work next week. It's one loss in conference. It's not the end. We just got to go. We got UIW next week on the road. Same thing, a good football team. We got to come back. We got to bounce back. We got to prepare. We got to have a good week. We got to get some guys that got to be able to execute in crunch time, and I thought that was the big thing.
Tim, there was one sequence there late in the third quarter, after they had the kickoff return. Y'all had 4th and 3 right at midfield. Did you consider going forward at that point, knowing how good their offense was? Because
No.
you punted and they...
No, I really didn't, and we talked about it. It was I think we were still in the third quarter. It was a 10-point game.
Left,
yeah, it was a 10-point game, and we said, no, hey, let's punt it. Let's get them down there. Try to keep them backed up and get the ball back. I thought we had a little momentum right there, so I didn't want to give them that short field.
Didn't work out.
No.
Not everything does.
The best laid plans. You're exactly right.
And I guess sometimes on offense, you guys probably wanted to get those long drives. I know the running game. And I know y'all didn't have Julian today, one of y'all big rushers.
Yeah, but it's the next man up. I mean, Lindsey could run the ball, and I thought Marquise and Colin, I thought they did a good job. I thought, the rushing yards was fine. I thought we just we just got to be able to get some stops at certain times in the swings, and we got to get it out their hands, and we couldn't do that. I mean, we tried some different things on defense to do. He's really good. Cole Kelly, in case anybody doesn't know that, there's a reason why he was the player of the year, and they moved the football. He does a fantastic job.
Good game against your biggest rival. Didn't go your way today, but what's some of your thoughts on what happened?
High scoring game. They got a great offense. They got a good quarterback. Every possession counts. Can't give them extra possessions. I think we executed pretty well on offense. We just gotta do better next time. Simple as that.
For when you're on the sideline and you're seeing them score and score every drive, and does that put pressure on you to say, we got to go back and match that?
No, didn't put any pressure on me. Our mentality is score every single drive. It could be Alabama Crimson Tide out there, so if they're scoring every drive, it's good for them. We go out there and our mentality is score every drive. So.
And y'all came out with some momentum early. Y'all took the lead, went on that big drive, and I think in the first quarter you had the interceptions. How costly was that for you guys?
Like I said, can't give them extra possessions, can't give them turnovers. The batted ball, that's unfortunate, and the second one, that's unfortunate as well. Playing a good team like that, the turnover battle really matters. So just can't do stuff like that.
Y'all
That's what you said.
continued to fight, to the last second. How, what did y'all want to just show, man? No matter what the score is, y'all just going to continue to go.
I don't care if it's 0.5 seconds left in the game and we're down by 1,000. I'm gonna fight and I'm gonna lead this team no matter what. I'm proud of the guys. That's exactly what they did. We were hoping we got the ball back because we're gonna go down and score again. There was no doubt in my mind we were gonna do that. And that's what you're gonna get out of this offense, this defense, and the Nicholls State Crowns. We're gonna fight to the end.
Lindsey, it's an unusual situation to be able to play a team twice. How much you looking forward to that?
Looking forward to it, but not really worried about it right now. We got another Southern Conference matchup next week, so we'll worry about the Lions when we play them again. We're on to the next one.
At least you do get to play them again.
Yeah, of course.
What do you-
Go ahead, Brandon.
What do you think was the turning point during this game after that touchdown to KJ or?
Yeah, I think touchdown occasion was sure, but I think we just came out in the second half with a little fire about us. We pushed the tempo a little bit more. We could have, I would say that just coming out in the halftime, we put a good some adjustments together, and the guys really had their heads on straight.
And just talking about the rushing offense, over 200 yards without Julian. You had your 400-yard game. Just kind of talk about the performance of Marquise and even Colin.
Yeah, I mean Marquise is a quick back and Colin's a power back. It's nice having a little thunder and lightning combo there. And our offensive line, they running something they do especially well. And 4th and 1, 3rd and 1, stuff like that. I'm not really worried about if we're gonna get it or not because I know I have a lot of trust in that running game.
Kind of a trend now since this is your second game against Southeastern to live by the gun that you got in your arm and die by the gun that you got in your arm. Just talk about your decision making down the field when situations after scoring big plays.
Yeah, especially we came out in the second half and kind of started firing. It's real nice getting that groove sometimes. I think I came out in the second half and did a better job of kind of taking the short stuff and then dink and dunk. And you saw how they really kind of moved the ball down the field. So definitely something that I'm going to try to excel on going forward in the season. And it helps the wide receivers get going, and it also helps the kind of run game get going as well. Getting those guys to get out wide and cover those guys.
And it seems like every week Dejan's setting some record. He passed 200 yards or 200 receptions for his career. Just talk about what it's like to having him as a weapon every week.
It's amazing. It makes my job very easy. He's an exceptional athlete, exceptional leader. Really leads those guys in the wide receiver room. And what did Kyler Murray say? F it, Dejan's down there somewhere. So love having him. He's a great guy, and can't wait to throw more touchdowns to him.
No interceptions all year. You guys kind of just did it big with the first pick.
Yeah, it was one of the things where you're just in the right place at the right time and just give thanks to the Lord that it happened that way and just capitalize on it.
What did you kind of see on the play?
On the play, they kind of ran the spot route a couple times where he sit it down and he sat down. I saw Cole Kelly throw it a little wide. Kudos to him though, he's a good quarterback, man. And he just put it a little wide this time, bounced off receiver hands, and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
How tough is it to go against an offense like that where they're throwing so much at you and so much you got to prepare for? And, like you mentioned, Cole's a great quarterback and probably the best quarterback y'all probably want to play maybe in the next couple of weeks. But, how tough is that?
It's definitely tough. It's a tough task, but I give kudos to our coaches. I feel like we had a good hard weeks of practice. Sometimes things just don't turn out how you wish they would. Give kudos again to Southeastern. They ran their offense to a T. Cole made the right decisions at the right time. He did everything he was supposed to do. Receivers made big catches downfield. So sometimes you just gotta live with it.
Go ahead.
You've been getting rotations on the field since your freshman year. Just talk about being able to take control of the game now that you've seen kind of a lot of looks across the board and just being able to mature in the system.
With time comes experience, so the more you're in there, the more things you see, the more you get adapted to the speed of the game, route combinations, more you get adapted to coaching, you get to thinking how your coaches think. So that's really what matters at the collegiate level. Everybody's big, everybody's fast, so you just got to think the game through, and with the time comes the experience.
As far as Coach kind of talked about it all week, just getting stops, like either is it first quarter or late. And I feel like you guys had a couple opportunities there early. You had them on 3rd and long, and they had a couple tough situations, and they still find a way to move the chains.
Yeah, that's always tough because we preach in and out week by week to get off the field on 3rd downs. That's the money down. You got to cash out on those, sell out, put your body on the line, and get off the field. And we struggle to do so at times, but it's a part of the game. You live and you learn and get back to it.
And last thing, obviously Cole Kelly, the reigning Peyton Award winner, next week. Obviously, you guys haven't looked at film and anything like that, but you have another outstanding quarterback to prepare for, in Cameron Ward.
Yeah, Cameron's another good quarterback. We got to get back into the book, study him, see what he does. He's a good quarterback. Cole's a good quarterback. So those just give opportunities for the DB. You know, you look at that as a challenge. So as a DB, you got to look at it as a challenge to study, do your film work, do your class work, do everything right at practice to be ready for those moments when they come.